full disclosure, I don't review every movie that I watch. Now, that's not to say I'm watching a ton of movies that aren't being covered by the show. That's not the case at all. But every now and again, I just want to watch something big and stupid and not have to review it. You know, something just to kick back, relax, not have to take too many notes, and enjoy myself. And just hang out. Like, my sister came over and we decided, let's watch a movie. You know, there's not much else you can do in this time. It's this time of year because of the world we live in right now, but we can watch a fucking big dumb action movie. And that's what we did. And as I'm watching it, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Holy shit, I've never seen that before. Oh, okay. You know what? I think I'm going to review this. And so here we are. This is an LSJ's late review. Not that late, only 3 years. And I'm reviewing today a movie called Jailbreak, which is a Cambodian action flick. I've never seen one of those before either. And it's directed by a man named Jimmy Henderson. He also wrote the script. And before I just delve deep into what I love about this movie, let's just give you the gist here. Alright, there's this gangster. His name's Playboy. He's this big goofball that says he's innocent or whatever. He's not. But he's got info that the cops want. So they've taken him to this prison. He's escorted by like fucking 3 local cops and one kind of French cop. And they escort him to the prison. Everything's hunky-dory. But a couple of times along the way, there's some assassination attempts. There's someone tries to feed him poison. No, he doesn't get to eat his food. Truck decoy, and now Plan C apparently is whatever's going to happen in this prison. So they drop Playboy off. They're walking back. Let's get out of here. Job done. Well done. Awesome. Pat on the back. And then the prison doors open and all that kind of stuff. And this plan to like kill the cops and get Playboy begins. Now, it's a bit ridiculous because as you're watching this movie, time's passing and you're just thinking like, surely outside cops are here by now. It's fucking like, it's 2017. Like, come on, where's the response here? And characters get lost in this prison just stumbling around, which is a little weird because you've got fucking, like, you'd have signs and shit everywhere, wouldn't you? Like, what if there's a fucking fire? You need, like, emergency exit points and shit. Don't worry about any of that. The story is redonkulous. Alright, the story is just window dressing. That's what a lot of these flicks are, and I don't mind that. A lot of these kind of movies are window dressing. Like, the story is just enough to get you enticed. You know, just to make it look like they're not fighting for no reason, because no one's going to sit there and watch an hour and a half movie of just people fighting and there's no point. So you need a plot. You don't need a heavy plot. You don't need anything convoluted. You just need it simple and stupid. And semi-plausible. This is, yeah, you know, that's what we get here. Now, what makes this movie so good isn't the story. It was never going to be the story. The story's fine. And the characters are alright too. They're what you expect from a big dumb action movie. You've got the comedic fighter. You've got the fucking, the lady fighter. You've got and then you've got the 2 kick-ass awesome fighters. And then you've got this security guard that I was just like, this guy's going to die in 5 seconds. Actually, he survives the whole movie. And you'll get things right about the plot. Like, I looked at the group of good guys and I was like, well, if they're going to kill one of them off, it's going to be this one. And it was. And that's fine. Another little problem I have is the female character, not the hero, didn't kick as much ass as I would have liked. Mostly because she fights like the main bad guy at the end. And loses. And I'm just like, really? Everyone else kind of like did whoop-ass triumphs over big boss baddies, and she couldn't overcome this samurai person? But yeah, there's silly things like that. There's silly story things. There's character things that don't always quite work. one character, Playboy, he spends the whole fucking movie running around the prison trying not to get killed and captured, all while busting to have a piss. And if you're running around in a prison, even with all the cells open and stuff, I'm pretty sure every cell has a... Never mind. I still love this movie. But what kept me engaged and interested, yes, okay, it was the action and the fight scenes, but the way that they were presented. Like this motherfucker Jimmy Henderson, he must have seen a shit ton of Sam Raimi flicks and thought, wow, look at all these weird, interesting camera angles. I wonder if they'll translate well to a kick-ass martial arts movie. Most of the time, yeah. Once they get over the whole shaky cam business, and I feel like they do after a while, and they kind of just focus and settle this, I feel like this movie has like everything but the kitchen sink in terms of action techniques. You've got the shaky cam stuff, you've got the intense close-ups, you've got the angles looking up, looking down, looking from a corner, all sorts of interesting, crazy shit. There's even violence and shit that I was like, okay, that's imaginative. It's cool. Kind of disturbing that you thought of that. Holy shit, that was rad. Like, this guy's coming after one of the cops, and the cop like has this machete behind his neck, and it just punches him into it, bang, 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 and then rah, and you're like, whoa, holy crap. Movies filled with kind of weird kick-ass little moments like that. I'm like, I don't think I've seen that before, and wow, that's an interesting way to film that shot. That's an interesting way of doing this. That kept me like, rather than just sitting back going, oh man, this movie's completely ridiculous. I'm sitting up here like going, this movie's completely ridiculous. Holy shit, it's awesome. And the movie ends and you're satisfied. You get exactly what you want out of it, but it's a little more memorable for me because of those moments, the way that Jimmy Henderson films things. So watch the trailer. You're going to see a flimsy plot, and then you're going to see snippets of kick-ass action. And you're going to watch the movie, and you're going to get exactly what you want. If you like that kind of stuff, you're going to have a great time. If you don't, you probably didn't click on this video anyway. These movies are usually really solid and dependable for me. They're generally like 5s or 6s. They're what I like. They're just like comfort food, you know? This one, though, gets a 7. I like its creativity and I appreciated it. So there you go. Jailbreak. And also, give me a like, dislike, share, subscribe, all that shit. I'll see you next time. Let's go, bye. Yeah. Alright. Jailbreak, do 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 do. No one gets out of the jail much, do do.